Hello everyone, I am on here to give some details that you more than likely would not hear anywhere else. So if anyone who's been watching my journey, weight loss, had VSG, which stands for vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I had it this year in May 12th, actually, to be exact. I had it this year, 2022, May 12th. And I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, but this is a warning. This is going to have what people call TMI. People consider it too much information, but I want to be for real and honest on this video, especially since I have this extra time because I have my dad in physical therapy. He had a stroke a couple years back. He's 75. He's older and everything. And since physical therapy is an hour, I'm like, let me do this video, because I was waiting to do it, but I didn't want to do it because I was like, it might be too much information, but I'm gonna do it. And so I have to do it because there's a lot of things out there about giving false information. So I want to let people know how it really is. The difference, especially after losing over 95 pounds weight loss since May of this year. And right now, as I'm doing this video, it's December of the same year, 2022. For anyone who sees the video now, they'll be like, of course it's December 22. But remember, when things go on the internet, it stays up there for a long time. So that's why I'm giving this information for, later times when someone sees this video, and it'll help them who's struggling with weight loss and considering either getting a sleeve, getting gastric bypass, getting the band, whatever thing that they'll invent in the future, don't know. And but losing a large amount of weight. I still have a lot more weight to lose. So after losing close to and being in my 40s, because let me just add that, because when you're younger, your body tends to have more collagen unless you have some type of disease that causes even when you're young to have your skin wrinkled. Normally, we're not talking about the diseases. Anyone who doesn't know, I'm also in the medical field, and I'm also now a housing strategist. I'm converting from medical to housing because I've always been passionate about housing. So under normal circumstances, because there are the exceptions to rule at all times, because people have sicknesses, diseases that affects collagen production. Some people just don't drink water, and the elasticity in the skin is poor. It's a whole lot. Okay, but I'm over 40, and with weight loss, over 95 pounds, trying to pass that 100 and some pounds threshold, which is difficult. I'm gonna look up. You have loose skin, right? I do take protein. I do lift weights and all that, and I do take collagen. So let me just add that also. And I do take vitamins, blah blah blah. There's a lot of things. Okay, I take all that stuff, and yet because of the speed that I'm losing weight and everything, and I do drink water. It's a must. Okay. You have loose skin. Now, the loose skin can be in different places. It depends on how your fat was distributed, and your fat is distributed normally unless altered by a doctor, through genetics. So you might see some people have different body shapes. Some people, like me for example, have larger arms, right, and larger legs, larger thighs and everything. And some people, even though they're big, even though they're overweight, they might have small legs, a rotund midsection, smaller arms. It's all genetics. So when you lose weight, that's why people want to know, like, when this person lose weight, how come they look different than how I lose weight? Because your fat cells genetically are more receptive to getting larger in certain areas of the body. Now, those areas that tends to get larger or tend to be the places where there is loose skin, right? So if you see someone that was really, really large, and when they lose weight, their arms are not like mine, like have a lot of skin, is because genetically, my grandmother on my dad's side had large arms and a smaller body with large thighs. It's all genetic. So so you'll know why some people look a certain way and other people look another different way. It depends on how the fat cells are distributed and how the fat cells are receives fat in different parts of the body. Okay, so there's different body types. Now, the TMI information, I try to warm you guys up before I get into TMI information. A lot of people would make you believe that being severely overweight, let me just say my highest weight was 433 pounds. And with 433 pounds, let's just say a lot of people assumed that I had a sedentary lifestyle. Not. I did not have a sedentary lifestyle. I have been a registered nurse for over 17 years. I've done med-surg, I've done cardiac, I've done neurosurgery, I've done cancer, I've done burn unit, I've done trauma, most of the time in trauma. A lot of walking, a lot of walking, a lot of lifting, a lot, okay? And I used to work, when I worked for the private hospital in geriatrics, I used to work 8-hour shifts, double. So I used to work 16 hours. I used to work 5 to 6 days a week. Let me just tell you, I did a lot of hours, and I did a lot of walking, I did a lot of lifting. So that, it, affects, a lot. Okay. So one thing I could tell you, from not only having a medical background, but also being a severely obese person, but yet still able to walk around and do intense labor. Lifting people are heavy, let me tell you. Even the skinny people, when they're adult, they're heavy. So especially when they don't try to help you out. If any nurses see the video, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And those assistive machines that you're supposed to use, a lot of times are missing or broken. So you're gonna be lifting, lift with your legs, lift with your legs. Okay. So one thing I realized after losing over 95 pounds, close to 100. I haven't weighed myself recently, so I'm pretty sure I passed 100. But the last time I weighed myself, like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, it was over 95 pounds. So, yeah. So, everything is different. What do I mean by that? For example, reaching your feet. If you were the type of person whose fat was distributed in their abdomen area, stomach area. If you're a female and if you've ever been pregnant, because maybe you might not have ever been overweight. So if you've ever been pregnant and you try to reach your feet while being pregnant, I'm talking about the third stage, not the first and second, no, the third stage of pregnancy. Because you know there's three. The first 3 months is first, then the 3 to 6 months is the second stage, and the 6 to 9 is the third stage of pregnancy. I'm talking about the third stage, okay? And trying to walk upstairs, trying to tie your shoes. That's a way, because a lot of time people have difficulty gaining weight, right? And they don't really understand or know what it feels like. And for people who try to fantasize severe obesity, is not easy at all. Okay, trying to walk upstairs, trying to walk downstairs, dropping things on the floor. I'm trying to go over things because, you know, I've been pregnant before. I have a child. And yeah, so not only have I been through obesity, I've also been pregnant, so I know. So I'm trying to get people to understand what it's like. Some other stuff. My daughter is going on 18, so it's been a while since I've, you know, been pregnant. But it was just the other day that I've been overweight. So and still overweight now. But work in progress every single day. And not only that, I'm going to say something. I'm trying to warn you guys again before I say what I'm going to say. Taking a shower is different. Okay, when you are obese, right? Even though you might not be the obese person that have really large arms, you might be the obese person that have a rotund, or I forgot what they call that kind of body, but your midsection is big and your arms and legs are smaller. Either way, your arms do not have the kind of access to your body the way it has when you're not obese. Because obviously with a person with really large arms, they can reach things, but not as well as if you were not obese. Okay? And a person that have small arms and a round body, you have to reach around a round body. So it's also very difficult to reach. And for a person that is I'm trying to figure out how to say it without the video being taken down. A person that has a bottom, right? Majority of people have a bottom. However, they vary in size, okay? Not only because of obesity, because I've seen a lot of obese people that still don't have. The gluteus maximus is not as maximus. Let me just say it like that. So they do not have the issues that are someone with more of a gluteus maximus, that is maximus, would have. So you have to consider that. I found out that is different, right? When you have to reach around a body, and when we're in the shower, I'm hoping that we're cleaning our bottoms, meaning spreading cheeks and cleaning the bottom all the way to the anal hole. Okay, I'm just add that. Okay, so when you clean yourself properly, right, and you add an obese body with a gluteus that's large, it can be very hard to access. You have to do a lot of acrobats in the shower to clean yourself properly. Okay, and if you want to be clean, you'll do the acrobats to clean yourself properly. So, and it goes for people that have a round body with smaller arms, and for people that don't have a round body but have larger arms and larger legs, because with the larger legs, a lot of time comes the larger bottom with the larger legs. Okay, so that is totally different. What do I mean by that? Meaning that I don't know if it was just me, because I spent most of my life walking around lifting patients, and to properly lift people, you're supposed to lift with the legs and the gluteus. Try not to lift with your back. So when you lift with your legs and the gluteus, and you keep doing that up and down, up, you're going to squat the up, down, up, down. Listen, your bottom becomes tight, not only muscularly, even though you can't see it because you're obese, but the fat also makes it even harder to access. That's why you have to do acrobats in the shower to access it. And I found, and I realized, even though I'm lifting weights and doing legs and all that stuff still, and I love lifting weights. Your bottom, not only because your body size is going down, but your bottom cheeks are easier to separate with less fat on top of the muscle that's already there. But if you're an obese person that didn't do intense labor, it might be different. I don't know, because I my life have been intense labor, but that's something that is so shocking to me. I mean, I was like, what? I mean, I went to wash myself, and it was so easy to get deep cleaning done. You know, I'm trying to run for words that's not not have my video taken out. I'm trying to think of words that will not have the video taken out. Well, what you call it? It is so easy to access. It is unbelievable. I haven't always been that size, but it's been a long time that I've been in the 300s. It's been a long time. And I don't remember any of it. So being able to experience that is amazing. Not saying that when you're overweight, you're not able to wash yourself properly. You are able to wash yourself properly. Like I said, you will be doing acrobatics. Is it acrobatics? You know what I'm talking about. You will have to doing some gymnastic, whatever kind of terminology you want to use, to access You don't have to do as much to get the job done. And not only that, but being able to stand up in the kitchen for hours, because I meal prep for my family that's of 7 right now. And being able to stand up in the kitchen for hours and meal prep, and I meal prep in very, very, very big pots. So yeah, because listen, people go through food like, even though I'm not able to eat that much food, everyone else is. So yeah. But the strange thing is, everyone in my house is actually getting healthier, and everyone is so I had to drink my protein. This is protein and collagen. I have an immersion blender, or a handheld mixer, or the one that's a wand, okay, to mix my protein. Because before, when I used to buy it already mixed, I don't want to pay for extra money for for cardboard or plastic, whatever it comes in. I'm not paying for that. Just give me the powder, give me one container, and I'll mix it myself. There's nothing wrong with my hands. My hands work. Thank the Lord for that. So everyone is losing weight. I mean, people that's not even working out. And because I changed the way how I prepare food, and everything like that, it's just different. And I like it a lot. And which leads me to say that there's a fat acceptance thing going around, and about people being fat phobic. No one is afraid of fat people, okay? That's number one, because fat phobic means fear of something. And this, in this case, is fat, because that's what the first word is. Listen, as a person that works in the medical field, there is a point of health at every size, but there isn't a point of being healthy at every size. Okay, that includes obesity, and that includes anorexia, people that are extremely thin, have eating disorder, throw up their food, over exercise, barely eat but over exercising, and are malnourished. They're young and their bones are going through osteoporosis because it doesn't have enough nutrient. Both ends of the spectrum. So don't get it twisted. Both ends of the spectrum, okay? And I just want to say, it is totally different having lost over 95 pounds. It's totally different. You can reach and access more things. You can reach around your body. You can reach things in front of you better, especially if you're a person that had a large abdomen or stomach. You're not able to reach as far, because I know some people might say, oh, I can reach stuff and I have a large abdomen. Yes, you can reach stuff, but you'll be able to reach even further if you lost some weight. And for the people who might say, because you didn't love yourself, being fat, and do you know what the truth is? I didn't love myself, because I was not giving my body what it needed. So if you tell yourself that you love yourself and you're not giving your body what it needs to be its best, You don't love yourself. And that's not only having addiction to food, that's also having an addiction to relationships and not taking time out to heal. That's also having addiction to alcohol to cover your dissatisfaction in your life, your frustration, your anxiety, your fears. That's also applicable to have people with an addiction to drugs for coping mechanisms. Oh yeah, this is far and wide. It goes past all that. It just so happened that my coping mechanism of being frustrated, annoyed, unhappy was food. Yours might be something else. Yours might be something else. And we all need to get better. We all do. I just made the decision, and it took me a long time. Like I said, I'm over 40. I just made the decision that my time is now. When is your time to lose the weight? And I'm not only talking about fat, like I said, to lose the excess alcohol, lose the drugs, controlled or uncontrolled, illegal or legal. Doesn't matter. Because I'm familiar with all of it. When is your time to lose that extra weight? I hope your time is now. But it won't be until you make the decision on your own to lose it. Let's lose weight together.